Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It is Wednesday, May 24th. Question came in about James Clyburn. He is a Democrat who is in the House of Representatives in South Carolina. Recently, he's been embroiled in a controversy regarding the redistricting, the drawings of redistricting lines and such in South Carolina. Apparently, he reached out to the Republicans who were doing the redistricting to ask for a favor or to help with the redistricting of the drawing the lines in his district. And when it was all said and done, some black voters were moved, some voters got moved around, which is going to solidify control that the Republicans have in other districts, and while allowing Mr. Clyburn to maintain his district. The upshot of all this is that both the Republicans and Democrats agree that the only district right now that Democrats can really stand any chance of winning is the district that Clyburn is in. Any other district that they might have been competitive in is no longer competitive. So it means that basically the Democrats cannot pick up any seats in South Carolina short of the Supreme Court ruling that the redistricting that they've done is gerrymandering and it's unfair, which they have ruled that. But now the fact that Clyburn is black and he's been reaching out to the GOP and black voters got moved around, they may not. This may not have a successful challenge in the Supreme Court for South Carolina. The NAACP apparently is trying to bring a lawsuit on this one and say that the redistricting is based on racial profiling of blacks. It's a mess. But long and short of it, what it smells like is somebody who's 82 years old who's trying to stay in power by any means necessary. How is that any different than the Republicans and how they're acting? Which is why he's acting just like a Republican. So what I want to know is what's going to be the result of this gerrymandering. Actually, I want to know, what does James Clyburn think about this current situation, and we'll ask about the gerrymandering. Well, he feels like he's stuck. He's hostage. He had to do this deal or else he was going to lose his seat. So basically he's stuck and he just felt like he had no options. So he went out with a message, reached out to the Republicans and said, "Hey, I got a deal I want to cut with you." And, this might be one of his last elections. He's 82 years old. He's just trying to hang on as best he can. And maybe he rationalizes them to himself that we couldn't win those other districts anyway, so let's solidify the one district that we do have. But there's a lot of brouhaha that's coming out of this, and now he's going to be the one who has to sort of bear the brunt of that. And that's going to be the end of his political career. And he was naive, and in this case, he reached out to the party that was in charge of the Republicans who were in control, and he made a sweetheart deal with them. And now he's going to pay the price for that. Will he get primary? Now, obviously, if he's in a Democrat-controlled district, his biggest threat now is the primaries. If he doesn't feel he's going to lose to the Republican, now what he has to worry about in 2024 is being primaried by another Democrat. And this guy's apparently pretty high up in the Democratic Party. Okay, so let's see. What's going to happen with Mr. Clyburn in the 2024 election? Will he lose his primary battle? Because a lot of people are viewing this as a betrayal. You're helping with the gerrymandering, and it's only helping you. Now, whether Clyburn thinks this is a noble sacrifice or not, we don't know, but it doesn't appear to be. Oh, okay. So somebody new is coming forward with a message, and they ain't fooling around. They're gonna say it. They're gonna go forward and say it. This is what you did. You did this. You reached out to the Republicans, and I'm coming to take your position. In the past, Mr. Clyburn's the incumbent. He's been fighting from an advantageous point, and with the redistricting, the Democrats definitely have the advantage in here. But now he could very well be primaried, and this is a totally different fight. I got the chariot. This is going to grind forward. He's going to get primaried, and he's going to have a battle on his hands in the primary. This is not going to be him running uncontested and then rolling over some Republican. He's going to get primaried. Manifesting. This is probably the person who's coming in is going to be younger and have new ideas and try and manifest change. And it might be coming in as somebody who's going to campaign on this gerrymandering and what he's going to do to try and change things. The lesson to be learned is when you've got, it's going to be the Ace of Wands. This is going to be a big action forward. The person who's going to primary him is going to have a lot of local support. There's going to be a lot of support, and he's going to push hard. He's got the ideas, and he's going to push hard. The outcome is going to be disappointment, though, or betrayal. This might be a situation where the Republicans do things to help Clyburn get reelected. It's a betrayal card, right? So this could be Clyburn thinking he's being betrayed. I shouldn't be primaried, or this could be the Republicans helping him. Let's throw some clarifiers. Underneath it is the Emperor. This is the guy who's been in power for a long, long time, and he's not ready to give up his power yet. So, Spirit, Three of Swords. Who's been betrayed? Is it Clyburn who's been betrayed by this new guy running, or is this going to be the challenger being betrayed by the system? It's the Six of Coins. This is helping out, and the Hierophant and the Hermit card. Okay, that's not helping me a whole heck of a lot here. So it's a betrayal, and it's a betrayal for big organizations. So I think in the end, you know what this is? I think this is the betrayal is Clyburn's view of the Democratic Party. That's what this is. It's his betrayal of the Democrat. You were supposed to support me. I did what I needed to do to help my people out. And if that means working with the Republicans so that I can maintain my district, that's what needed to happen. And, I did what I thought was right. I went forward what I thought was right. But I think in the end, he made a bad choice. He's going to have to skulk back to his hole. So right now, if I were reading, if I was guessing on this one, I think Mr. Clyburn's going to get primaried. And this primary is not going to go well for him. I think he's going to be voted out of the primary. If he somehow succeeds in the primary, then I think it's because he got help from the GOP. Maybe the GOP did some smearing of his opponent, or something along those lines, opposition research, and brought some stuff up. But I think what I'm seeing here is that Clyburn is actually the one who has made his own bed, as it were, and is now going to suffer the consequences for that. Okay, entertainment purposes only. That's my view on that situation. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up and the likes, and do all the YouTubey things. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.